It's Bob and Tom Tonight, starring Chick McGee, Kristi Lee, Josh Arnold, and Tom Griswold. And now, here's Tom.
Bob and Tom.
From the beautiful Bob and Tom studio, here comes the show. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
2020 edition.
I'm Hugh Downs.
And this is 2020.
How down is Hugh these days?
Pretty down. 6 feet.
Is he?
I don't
Did we
think-
find that?
Oh,
I thought
I don't
we
know.
found out he was still skeletoning around somewhere.
Hugh Downs is alive?
Hate
Good
this
start.
game. Alive or dead? I don't know. I know Barbara's alive.
This is the live Bob and Tom program. Thank you, Chick McGee. What else
She
is
used to
happening?
be she used to be Roy Cohn's girlfriend.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah, she kind of sat in the corner,
I'm watching with
read a
boys.
magazine, crying. Hey, there's Kristi. There's Josh. There's Ace. Hey, man, I like that beard, Ace.
thank you.
And there's Pat Godwin
Hey, chick.
from the patio.
Hey, so
Damn, Hugh Downs, 98, still alive.
Jeez.
98.
He thinks he's on TV.
Give me my pudding.
yeah.
Tell you what, these people.
Yeah, it's funny getting older. huh?
all these queers
Where's John
on TV.
I love John Stossel.
He had our back, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Sure
Speaking
did.
of backs, the perfect segue. We've been rejoined by Pat Godwin.
And I got to tell Pat, where's your brace?
I don't have to wear it when I sit down.
Oh, he's wearing this big brace. Looks like he's got to unload truck number 2.
Pat is.
Or he won a nice wrestling match.
Yeah. That's Dean pointed out that we need to put a big buckle on.
Yeah.
Pat has a huge back brace. You had back surgery while we were gone.
Yeah. Lumbar discectomy.
Oh, nice.
boy.
I love that
the
band. I
Lumbar
thought
Yard.
their second album sucked.
Yeah.
You talk about a
Sophomore slump,
debut.
yeah.
Lumbar vasectomy, whatever the hell that was.
Disectomy.
Not a vasectomy. There's a
Wow.
big difference.
Well, we took out, we fixed his back, and while we were in there, I said, we don't want any more of those kids.
Wait a minute.
Whoa.
Can you get the belt and take a picture with it on?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, let's
Your
get
girdle?
back to the real disturbing thing in the news. Ace, what the hell's with the beard? What's going on? Were you held hostage?
I like it.
I mean, you like it.
I like it a lot.
Looks good.
It makes him interesting a little.
I don't know.
anyway. Yeah.
Looks like you're off your Zoloft.
They're very good. That sells it. That's it for today's show.
I like it.
We're all good. Happy to be back. And the oddest thing that I've seen in the
Did you
news.
say we're happy to be back?
I am
Okay. All right.
happy to get some rest.
Tom had trouble sleeping on vacation.
I was in Colorado at high altitude, and sleeping became a little
There's
bit.
nothing better than a
difficult.
person who takes a vacation and works harder than he does when he's working.
Yeah.
No sense.
Oftentimes, that's what vacations become.
You know, you're around your family for
Which is a delight.
Can't get away.
hour after hour. For those of you that don't ski, let me explain something. When not actually skiing, you're going up the mountain on a chair,
Right.
aloft.
By yourself on the chairlift, though, right?
No. They're
Others.
Oh, well, that's a mistake.
they now seat, in many cases, they seat 6.
Wow.
So you get in weird discussions with strangers sometimes.
You don't have to talk.
Yeah, but I'm saying
And
also.
I'm betting you started these
Yeah.
No, I
conversations.
never.
Yes, you did.
I never do that.
I'm
But
not buying it.
the
You hear what he just said? I never.
You're selling, I ain't buying, pal.
okay. Hi, where are you from?
Yeah, that's you
No,
all
that is-
over.
that is not me.
That is totally you. Okay, but
I can't help but notice you're wearing a,
how many?
Inferior ski.
Yeah, right.
Well, they.
You know,
I didn't know
your
they
ski-
they still made those after the consumer research death thing.
I'm guessing you won this vacation on a game show.
Here's the 7 tips for successful skiing. If you'd like to take your phone out and
And that is you. You're always
but
nice like that.
I am nice to people, but I don't
nice
initiate
like that. And our first kiss-ass shot has been fired for
No,
the
isn't he
year.
chatty when other people are around?
I don't know
The
if it's
point
nice
is,
or
though,
not.
if you're with your family, then you get on the chair. So in other words, you're chatting with people for at great length.
Sure. Yeah.
After a while, you've heard every story, anything interesting that ever happened to them, and oh boy, okay.
Oh, you can't just take your cell phone out either on those, can you?
You can, but I was talking to one of the guys that works there, And he said when the snow starts to melt, they find hundreds of cell phones at the base of these things.
Oh, I bet.
And they also find more than anything, what are those things called? Those cameras you glue.
Oh,
to your-
GoPros?
GoPros. All over the slopes.
The cameras you glue to your head.
He thinks you glue them to your head.
He's sure you glue them to your head.
No. You glue them to the people. I don't.
No, you can glue them to helmets.
You glue them to
yeah.
the top of the helmet, and the glue fails, and they fall off all the time. I'm not sure what kind of narcissist shows his friends. Hey, look, here's me going down the slopes. But yeah.
Wait a minute, didn't you send us like 3 or 4 of those?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you sure did.
No, I
Hey,
sent
here I am
pictures.
again on the hill.
Yeah.
Okay,
So I
great.
sent pictures of other people. I sent pictures of
No, I
me
didn't
freezing
see very
and
much.
4 degrees below
Boy,
zero.
and it looked cold.
It did look
Man,
cold.
Oh, man.
You know how you don't have to, you stay in the lodge when it's cold like that.
Yeah. Bowl of chili?
There you
Hot
go.
toddy?
I do have one. I do have one interesting story. There's the
bet
one
it is.
lodge at the top of the gondola. It's one of the big one. There's a couple of really big lodges on top of the mountain.
They require a W-2 so you can go in.
So
There's a level.
you have to hydrate a lot. You really have to drink a lot of water at altitude.
Oh,
like
water.
that. So and you got to be very careful with alcohol because the point is I had to really pee.
Oh.
And
Do it
skiing
in the
was
suit, Gus. Do it in the suit.
skiing was great. I thought, just maybe a couple more runs, and finally I realized I'm exploding. So I went to to this giant lodge, and I go in, and the first floor there's a sign, bathrooms out of order.
Oh, man.
God, I really got to go. So then I walk over to the elevator, sign in the elevator, bathrooms upstairs out of order.
I thought you were going to say, don't piss in our elevator.
Well, I should have. So then I walked down. This guys stuck the skis and they go, I'll just ski halfway down and go in the woods. I ended up skiing all the way down, going into a random restaurant and being in there but that's a terrible feeling, thinking you're going to, piss yourself.
Yeah, it's a bad
in
feeling.
0 degrees.
Yeah.
Because it's my understanding that it does freeze.
Yeah. If we've learned anything from Dumb and Dumber, it'll freeze.
Just go ahead and go, man. Oh, that's warm. It's nice and warm.
Plus, it takes 10 minutes to get undressed to pee, doesn't it?
No. There's a zipper and a sort of a little move you can do, kind
Okay.
of a snake move.
Guys are
where
lucky.
You go through a couple sets of underwear and
And you didn't fall at all, right?
no. But for the ladies, you're right, Kristi.
Yeah, it's a.
It can be quite an ordeal.
Yeah.
Taking off a couple layers and letting it rip. So you try to time everything.
Letting her rip.
We're back.
We are indeed back.
Yes, we are.
Chick, did you go anywhere?
No, I didn't. I had the old stay vacation. I went to a movie at 10:30 at night. It was very exciting.
Well, you're living it up.
What do you think of that, huh? Slept in a lot? The latest you slept in?
Well,
of course you.
It doesn't count. I had trouble
you have to
sleeping.
clock.
so-
12:30 for me.
12:30.
Wow.
That's
That's
far away.
and I had ggone to bed fairly. I mean, it was a good 13-hour sleep.
Nice.
If only.
Man.
I made it to like 7:30, 8 o'clock a couple mornings, but that was it.
Okay,
My 3-year-old pulled a 15-hour sleep one day.
good for her.
Oh, that sounds
So,
great.
Yeah, no kid. I just
Maybe she was just acting like she. Oh, here he comes again. I'm asleep, Dad.
The board games.
And
Give me a
speaking of going to the bathroom, you bundle up everyone knows this, you bundle up a little kid when it's 0 degrees, then I've got to go potty. Well, okay. Let me get the directions. How to get this thing off. Now, Kristi, did you go anywhere?
Yes, I did. I went the opposite. I went to Florida. It was very warm, very nice.
It's a federal law. You have to go to Florida.
Of course.
No, Pat, you were at the hospital most
Yeah,
of the
about
time.
5 days, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
I did have an incident coming back through TSA, though.
Uh-oh. They found your dild.
No.
Giant wang.
Get groped.
Pull my luggage, ma'am. I need to look in there. I go, that's fine, whatever. You know what they pulled out?
Uh-oh.
My deck of Tom Griswold cards that I had taken.
Nice.
I
Nice.
am not kidding.
I somehow think you did that on purpose. Now put a little bit more metal in these,
And they had
will
to.
ya?
They wiped them down with something.
Sure.
and-
Well, and Tom,
Trying to
honoring
get
Tom.
trying to get the image off of there. Yeah, I understand that.
Rub harder, Lloyd.
Wiped it down with turpentine and a
Jesus. Look at this unholy
steel
visage.
What the heck?
Wow.
Apparently, you're a threat.
All right.
Who knew?
I went to St. Louis and Lexington, Kentucky for a weekend. Man, gosh.
How'd your
fun.
shows go?
It was wonderful, and I was given gifts that I will share with. Well, I'm not sharing with you necessarily. I will tell you about, show you. Yeah, show and tell, sort of.
Yeah.
That's a great
One of them, unbelievable. You
that's
guys
so
will lose your
nice.
minds. Yeah.
Coming up, I went into a dispensary.
Oh, you did
sure.
marijuana?
What are you in the army?
No. With the
marijuana.
The
Got some
marijuana
edibles?
is, fascinating. If you've never been into one of
Do
those.
a number and then take a run.
They actually do. They do sell loose joints, if you will.
Do they have like...
Aren't those
like
loosies?
When you go to
Yeah.
the big box stores, do they have like little samples?
That's a good question. Not that I saw, but that's a fair question. I don't know.
Illinois is hooking it up on the first of the year. They're
Already.
recreational, yeah.
Yes, and I'll let you know how that went. We do have a lot going on in the world of sports. Chick, you want to give us a real quick
Did the
teaser?
shoe-in Saturday morning for the
Yeah.
playoffs. 5-1 on the weekend. Nailed both double shocks. And I missed Philadelphia. I thought they'd do it a little bit better, but
Was it awkward talking to a grandma by yourself?
no, not really.
Oh, okay.
It was okay, yeah.
Pants on?
Yeah, no, I always, whenever I talk to anyone on the phone, I have my pants off.
And Mr. Pat Godwin, fresh from another visit to the hospital where they now have the Pat Godwin wing.
Pain-free in 2020.
Back surgery while we were
Until
gone.
be
the
your
next
year, Pat.
thing, until the
You know,
next
it was a
thing.
real thing. I was operated on, okay?
No one said it wasn't a real thing.
This is going to be your year. You're going to have a
I
great
feel it.
2020.
I'm making a vision board. I am ready.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
Operation
Love
a
it.
month. They're going to
What's
crack
up?
you open like a
You don't know what a
blooming
vision
onion.
board is?
No, I do not. What is that?
That's where you cut out or you put up onto a wall something you see every day, where you want to go, where you want to be,
What you
your
wanna do.
goals.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you'll have a picture of like Sydney, Australia,
Right.
if that's where you
Yeah,
want to go.
exactly.
Or,
Right.
yeah. Go where you want to go.
So, do you have one of these, Josh?
I do not have a vision
Does it
board.
look
no.
like a menu at Denny's?
That's a funny joke.
Pictures of Michael,
You know, my
January 2nd.
Vision board is a
Top
menu.
three things on my vision board.
Yeah.
Number one. I can't say what number one is. Number two.
Come on.
Oh, boy.
Can you say what that is?
Uncle Lasagna. How about that?
Nice.
I like that.
That's good.
Got one for Christmas.
Vision board number 3.
Short grade.
Ace.
Actually, when I was out of work, I took the flyer from my favorite pizza place and put it in the fridge. I look at that every day.
Okay.
First thing
Dream
I
about it.
when I was getting my first paycheck, going for the pizza.
There you go.
Yeah, it's a nice. That's great.
By the time I got back in the workforce, pizza place closed.
I was going to say it's a really
consider this
heartwarming story.
The workforce.
Vision boards aren't always 2020.
This year they are.
I think it's still in the fridge.
So, Pat, what's on the vision board for you?
To write the best song of all time, number 1. 2, finish the book I'm doing.
You're writing a book.
Oh, what are you reading?
No, he's reading it.
It's called Journey to the Center of Attention.
That is a good title.
Thank you.
Better trademark
Thank
that
you.
or whatever.
Thank you.
Copyright that real quick.
You have anything else?
Of course I do, yeah.
Okay.
What's number 3 in the?
I want to be 170 by March.
Oh, God, not this again.
Not by March, man. Just do it. Do
Again?
it.
February.
March.
Yeah.
2.5 months. So you're just not going to eat till
I
March?
think if we can have you put into a prison in South Africa and you go on a hunger strike,
These are
you're
real
still going to be
visions.
190.
These are real dreams.
Just set small goals. Don't put so much pressure.
A vision board is a big.
How about
170 by June.
How about this?
Yeah, that's a
Get
good one.
through today without having a pain or an ache. How about that?
That's number 4.
Okay, well, do you know what? Can you
Were
do
you
mind
a
saying-
used car salesman at any point in like a past
No,
life?
I've
or
had-
anything?
no.
For you to get to 170, what are we talking about loss-wise?
Ace, that's not funny. But Ace does have a point. It's a lot of weight.
Okay, no need to be mean here, but
No,
I don't think that's physically possible.
It's going to be. It's,
No.
that's number
You're not
3.
gonna be able
You
to have
can't set
any
yourself
food.
up for failure like that.
I've always been 170, and the fact that this I put on a lot of this weight is the reason why I had the back issue.
Why'd you put on the weight?
You know, laziness.
I thought it was for a role.
not,
for a movie that
Oh, I see. I thought we were talking real visions. I gained all this weight for a movie I want to watch.
Thank you very much.
There you
I love that joke. I thought maybe I introduced it wrong.
I thought we were getting real for a second.
Okay.
We're not getting real on the show. What are you talking about? But what's also kind of weird on Cuddle Up Day, it's also Bean Day.
What?
Now you have a problem.
Wow, so essentially it's Dutch Oven Day.
Pretty much.
Do they ever coordinate these days?
I don't know.
I love a good bean. What's your favorite top three? Top three beans. Number one,
Oh, this is a good question.
black
Black beans.
Yeah, flavorful, delicious. Yes.
Two,
Refried.
Butter beans?
Refried.
Butter beans?
butter bean.
Butter beans.
Number 3, jelly.
Jelly bean.
I'm surprised. I am really stunned. That's number 3, John.
I hate jelly beans,
Black
honestly.
beans, baked beans, and
Green beans.
no, I don't
I
like
do love a nice haricot vert.
Oh, yes.
What are you talking about?
Good Lord.
What are we talking about? You've never had French green beans?
What about a butter bean?
Jesus. What is a butter bean?
What about a garbanzo?
Well, we had the Hepburns over and we had butter beans. Yes.
How do you even make butter beans?
It's a bean with a really good body. Is that all? That's-
Helmet.
Right back. Right, a Bengal, not a helmet, a Bengal. Jeez.
The little lady made
The little lady.
white chili.
Yeah.
The other.
Oh, I'm
White
sorry.
bean chicken chili?
Is that what it is? Yeah, white.
That's the only kind they could serve in Tom's neighborhood. You know that? You know that? Yep.
And then
enjoy
that
it?
evening,
As long as it's not too spicy. Let's be clear.
that evening was rather symphonic for me, and she was mad at me about it. You made the chili.
Why didn't you excuse yourself?
Oh, come on. What am I supposed to do? Go outside every 7 seconds?
That bad?
Oh, it got. It was. Yeah, it was.
Do you
quite-
make a production out of it? Like
Every now and again.
Bite your bottom lip.
Sometimes I'll do the old, like I'm going to sneeze. Oh, I'm a real.
The romance is over.
Oh, yeah.
Yikes.
Please tell me you wrap it up with,
No, I just go, hey, look, this is natural. Things
Do
are
you have
going
a
to
song
happen.
about this, Pat?
Well, I don't, but my friend does.
Willie!
Hello, everybody.
Good to see you.
New Year.
Got a song for you.
congratulations
Yes.
on avoiding
Perfectly.
ice.
Fits in perfectly with Bean Day.
Okay.
I've always heard that our chili was cursed, so I went to Cabo and prepared for the worst. I like jalapenos and cilantro, my friends, but I'll never eat beans in my chili again.
Uh-oh.
Well, I learned a big lesson from a small bowl of hell. The beans, they expanded, I started to swell. I blew up a bathroom, forced an airplane to land. I'll never eat beans in my chili again. I'll never eat beans in my chili again. I should be ashamed to be called Mexican. My butt is beet red like a baboon's rear end. I'll never eat beans in my chili again. Now they're passing the ladle, everyone slurps. Chico is leaking, Maria, she burps. My belly starts rumbling, it's Montezuma's revenge. I'll never eat beans in my chili again. Everybody, I'll never eat beans in my chili again. I crop dust at the church that El Chapo attends. What I thought was just gas is a liquid, my friend. I'll never eat beans in my
his chili again.
They think our position, my ass on the can. I broke down and ate beans and chili again.
Oh, Willie, you didn't learn.
Willie.
Get out of here,
Aw, man.
Good to see you.
Thank you very much. Good to be back.
Watch the entire show live or on demand with the Bob and Tom VIP All Access Pass. Listen live with the Bob and Tom app and make sure to visit bobandtomstore.com. Tune in next time for more Bob and Tom Tonight.